everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going over the pros and cons of living in Hunt Valley, Maryland. So if you're looking at places in northern Baltimore County and Hunt Valley has caught your attention, this video will give you a breakdown of what to expect based on research and current trends. Now before we get started, I just want to note that this video is not based on my personal opinion, but is based on research. With that being said, let's get started. So Hunt Valley is an unincorporated community just north of Towne with a blend of suburban residential neighborhoods, office parks, and rural space. It's well known for its accessibility and business presence, but like anywhere, it comes with both advantages and trade-offs. The first pro is going to be the direct access to I-83 and the light rail. One of Hunt Valley's biggest strengths is how connected it is. It's located right along I-83, which makes it easy to head into downtown Baltimore or up to Pennsylvania. On top of that, the light rail ends right in Hunt Valley at the Hunt Valley Station. That means that commuters can use public transit to get to Baltimore, Hopkins campuses, BWI Airport, and even Camden Yards or the M&T Bank Stadium. This is one of the few parts of suburban Baltimore County where you have both highway and rail access right there. Let's talk about our first con, which is the congestion on York Road. On the flip side, York Road, which runs parallel to I-83 and cuts through the heart of Hunt Valley, can get pretty congested, especially during rush hour or weekends when shoppers head into Hunt Valley Town Center. Traffic tends to build up quickly. It's a main commercial corridor, so between shopping, offices, and people heading to the light rail, backups are common. So if you're someone who values quiet back roads, this is something to consider. So that leads me to the next pro, which is Hunt Valley Town Center, and of course the retail access. Hunt Valley Town Center is a major hub for shopping, dining, and errands. It's a large open shopping center with Wegmans, Target, movie theater, and several restaurants, banks, and local businesses. There's also nearby gyms, pharmacies, and service providers, so for the day-to-day needs, you really don't have to go far. Now, compared to more rural parts of Baltimore County, Hunt Valley gives you that commercial convenience without being in the city. The next con is going to be the limited housing availability. Now, Hunt Valley is not a large residential zone. Much of the area is made up of commercial properties, corporate campuses, and low-density zoning. You're going to find neighborhoods tucked off the main roads, but housing inventory tends to be limited and competition for homes can be high. According to MLS and Redfin data, the median home price in Hunt Valley tends to fall in the $500,000 to $700,000 range, though some larger homes or newer construction can go well beyond that. There are also luxury townhomes and a few condo communities, but availability isn't always consistent. The next pro is going to be the corporate and tech employment. Hunt Valley has a strong business presence, including companies in the tech, engineering, and defense sectors. Notable employers in the area include McCormick & Company, which recently moved to a nearby headquarter in Sparks, T. Rowe Price, previously in Hunt Valley, and various federal contractors. So if you work in one of these fields, Hunt Valley and the surrounding corridor can offer a short commute and career options nearby, especially compared to driving into Baltimore or all the way into DC. The next con is going to be less walkability in the residential areas. So while the town center itself is walkable, most residential neighborhoods are not walkable to the amenities. Hunt Valley was developed with a more car-dependent layout, so even if you're just heading to the store or the gym, you're probably going to have to drive. That is pretty typical for suburban areas in general, but it's worth pointing out that if you're looking for a more urban lifestyle or plan to rely on public transportation daily, this may not be the place. The next pro is going to be the proximity to nature and trails. If you like the outdoors, this is a big plus. Hunt Valley is close to Oregon Ridge Park, which includes hiking trails, a nature center, and event space. It's also near NCR Trail, which is a 20-mile path that runs from Hunt Valley all the way to Pennsylvania. It's perfect for biking, running, or even long walks. You also have access to the Loch Raven Reservoir and Gunpowder Falls State Park, so even though Hunt Valley has a lot of offices and shopping, nature is just a few minutes away. The next con is going to be fewer entertainment and nightlife options. If nightlife is important to you, Hunt Valley is going to feel very quiet. There are some restaurants and a movie theater, but bars, music venues, and clubs are limited. So for that kind of entertainment, you'll likely be driving into Towne or Baltimore City. The next pro is the strong school assignments in the surrounding areas. So based on school zone maps, most homes in the Hunt Valley area fall under Baltimore County Public Schools, and nearby schools like Hereford High, Cockeysville Middle, and Pinewood Elementary have received recognition in public data reports and parent surveys. Of course, exact school assignments depend on your home's location and enrollment at the time, so it's important to confirm with the school system directly. But overall, the surrounding district is often cited in relocation research for educational access. The next con is going to be the property taxes and therefore the affordability. Baltimore County's property tax rate is currently 1.10%, which is actually lower than Baltimore City, but still a factor to consider. When paired with higher home prices in the area and limited inventory, it does make Hunt Valley a bit less affordable affordable compared to neighborhood communities like Cockeysville, Hereford, or Sparks. So while you're getting access to transit and commercial centers, it may come with a higher price tag, especially if you're looking for a larger single-family home. Now, if you're considering a move to Hunt Valley or anywhere else in Baltimore County, I'd be happy to walk you through the process. Feel free to call or text me directly, or you can use the link in the description and pinned comment to schedule a time to speak with me directly. In conclusion, the pros of moving to Hunt Valley include the direct access to I-83 and the light rail station, the strong commercial centers like Hunt Valley Town Center, the access to NCR Trail and outdoor parks, local employment in tech and business sectors, and the recognized public school assignments in nearby zones. The cons are going to include the traffic congestion along York Road, the limited residential inventory and higher home prices, low walkability in most neighborhoods, quieter nightlife and entertainment scene than other areas, and then of course it's car dependent for most errands and daily activities. That's all I have for today's video. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch, and I will see you on the next one.